Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great race. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Brian Morozak and Steve Suberg back here at Baldwin High School, about 5 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Steve, is your starting lineups being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic? Get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, if I can get these starting for Baldwin at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 3, Nathan Richards. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Chad Cochran. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Evan Lavelle. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 14, James Westling. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 34, Connor Gitson. For the Mustangs, starting at guard / forward, number 1, a 6'3" junior, Keandre DeShields. At guard, a 6' junior, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 3, Brandon Davis. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 15, Joe Chambers. And at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 33, Nico Johns.
And Steve, I think the 2 guys to watch for Baldwin are number 14, James Westling. He was second team All-Section a season ago, averaged 15 points a game. And Connor Gitson down low, a 6'4" senior forward, honorable mention All-Section, averaged 9 points a game a season ago. We mentioned, of course, the Mustangs' top 3 all in the starting lineup. Keandre, Rod, and Brandon Davis, but Davis not at 100%. No Ty Hooper tonight, and again, we don't know the status of Jaden Pratt.
Yeah, well, I don't. You see Pratt out there? Is he even dressed? Yes, number 4. Looking for number 4, Brian. I don't even. Yeah, he's there. He's on the floor. So if he's on the floor, maybe that means he can play.
That's certainly a good sign for Laurel Highlands. Yeah. Mustangs in their away royal blues today with red trim, white numbers, defending the basket to our right. And the Fighting Highlanders of Baldwin, of course, they'll have their home whites with the black and purple trim tonight for the Fighting Highlanders. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Laurel Highlands and Baldwin here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Seaharbor Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SeaharborChevyEast.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 tax credit equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and retainage. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Plaho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Plaho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville,
Are
Florida.
you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck. Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
Hello, everyone. This is John Marietta. With God, all things are possible. Who would have ever thought we would have come this far? I want to thank each and every one who has helped me get this far. We couldn't have done this without you all. Change is what you ask for, and that's what you're going to get. This was about you, not me. I'm just a regular guy trying to do the right thing. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. With your help, you have made me the next recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Baldwin High School, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Referees here tonight, Vincent Scappy, Kyle Stewart, and Tim Tyler. And Steve, always tough to know what to expect here in the opening game of the season.
Well, you never know. That's why you play. And it's kind of funny. These seasons start, and it's like first couple games, you feel like the season's just getting started, and all of a sudden you blink and it's almost over. It goes so fast. But the kids should enjoy it while it's here and, have a lot of fun, and hopefully they'll play some pretty good basketball tonight. We'll see.
The regular season, Steve, actually only goes about 9 weeks. Starts tonight on December the 10th, and it actually ends on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it doesn't you factor in the holiday and, New Year's Eve and all that. Seems like there's always a little bit of a disruption there, a little break. So it really goes pretty quick.
Again, we thank you for joining us for another season of high school basketball getting underway here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live, and our live video stream, courtesy of the Somerset Trust Company and Ted Sova and Son Auto and Fender Repair. Tonight in the center circle for the Mustangs, Keandre DeShields. He'll jump it up for Laurel Highlands against Keandre, Rodney Gallagher, Brandon Davis, Joey Chambers, and Nico Johns, Nathan Richards, Chad Cochran, Evan Lavelle, James Wessling, and Connor Gitson for Baldwin. We'll also have our eyes, Steve, off the bench at Nathan Wessling, only a freshman, but expected to see a lot of minutes tonight. He's James's younger brother. Pretty good crowd on hand here. Baldwin brought out a pretty good student section, but there are seats available, not a sellout tonight. James Wessling, no, check that, Steve. That's going to be 34, Connor Gitson, to jump here against Keandre DeShields as Vincent Scappy steps into the center circle. And we'll get this opening game of the 2021-2022 season underway here on WMBS. Ball in the air, Keandre taps it back, but it goes to Cochran for Baldwin, who scores with a little finger roll. So Chad Cochran, the opening 2 points of the game for the Fighting Highlanders. And Baldwin pressing Laurel Highlands here a little bit as Rod sends it off on the far side to Brandon Davis, across to Keandre on the far wing. Long two on the way in, good for Keandre DeShields, who are knotted up at 2 Just 20 seconds in. So a fast-paced start, Steve.
Yep, pretty good shot by the Shields and a good play off the opening tip for Baldwin.
And Baldwin, good ball movement, and they'll send it up top. Cochran for three off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound brought down by Evan Lavelle, and he'll reload. Back out to Cochran between the circles, Nathan Richards. Now from the near corner, coming in Lavelle, lost the basketball, and Rod coming back the other way for Laurel Highlands. Stopping, leaning, and drawing the foul. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming for Rodney Gallagher. That's what he does, Steve, initiates the contact.
2 shots for
Yeah.
Rodney Gallagher.
And Rod, a season ago, had 96 trips to the free throw line, 79 of 96, 82%. And the first of 2 free throws, good there for Rodney. And the Baldwin student section giving Rod a little beef here early on.
Yeah.
Second of 2 free throws, no good. Ball deflected out of bounds. Will go over to Baldwin. The Fighting Highlanders will send it in here with Evan Lavelle. Mustangs showing a little backcourt pressure. And forced in over here to James Wessling. Back to Lavelle, and now Wessling again, double teamed here on the near side, able to get out of it. Pivots it off to Lavelle, and across, juggled and lost out of bounds there by Nathan Richards. So the Mustangs pressure in the backcourts.
Causes a quick turnover.
And Rod will bring it back across. So direct traffic up top. We have a whistle and
clock didn't start.
Yep, a little clock issue. 6:47 left here in the opening quarter. A 3-2 lead for Laurel Highlands over Baldwin. Keandre sends it back into Rodney Gallagher, back into the forecourts. Switch up top here with Brandon Davis, and off on the far side to Joey Chambers getting the start tonight. And Joey, a multiple sports star for the Mustangs on the football team. He'll play baseball in the spring as well. Actually had a no-hitter last spring for the Laurel Highlands baseball squad. Here's Keandre. Back over to Rod, works off to his left. Guarded there by Cochran, takes the three, it's off the mark. Loose ball rebound ripped down there by Connor Gitson. And the Fighting Highlanders back on it. Over to Richardson across, picked up by Brandon Davis. Barks out of play, trying to spin off of Brandon. Switches here on the near side to Evan Lavelle. Lavelle off to his right to Cochran, now back to Richards. Up top again, James Wessling. Good ball movement outside the arc. The reset here high on the right to Evan Lavelle. Over to Wessling again. Wessling driving, pulled it back out. Nice save, Gitson. Reset back up top. Lavelle, a little ball fake, stays with it back again to Wessling. Wessling coming to baseline near side, double team, fights it off. Comes in strong and gets the 2 to go. Wessling, second team all section a year ago, puts Baldwin back on top at 4-3. Nice move there, Steve, from the junior.
Yeah, fortunate the ball just flicked around and went right to him. There's a bucket by the Shields.
Scoop shot scored there for Keandre. He has 4. Mustangs in the lead now at 5-4. Here at the 5:19 mark of the opening quarter. Bounce pass forward. That's going to be a turnover for Baldwin. A little miscommunication there on the feed from Richards, intended for Wessling. And the Mustangs' Joey Chambers will send it back in. Into Rodney Gallagher. Rod again barking out of play, bringing it into the Fighting Highlanders zone. Sends it off there to Keandre. Down to Brandon Davis. That hand looks all right out there, Steve. Got some x-rays earlier in the week. We're all negative. And Coach Hogger told us actually it was coming off a leg injury, and there's another jumper made from Keandre, who has 6 connecting there. Foul line extended on the far side. And the Mustangs lead up now to 3. It's 7-4, 4:43 left here in the opening quarter. Again, Laurel Highlands presses. Broken across Cochran, far side there, James Wessling. Now work back outside the arc here to Nathan Richards. Watch there by Brandon Davis. Steve, your thoughts here early on?
Well, just kind of observing. It's just a pretty well-played game so far.
3 on the way, off the mark there, Nathan Richards. Nice offensive rebound brought down by Chad Cochran. And the Fighting Highlanders will reload again. Richards again between the circles.
Highlanders definitely look like they are not nearly as athletic as the Mustangs.
Another three put up off the mark there, Nate Richards. Laurel Highlands the rebound, looking to run. Gallagher coming forward. Joe Chambers leaning and scoring. First two of the game for Joe, who didn't see much varsity action a season ago, but got things done there to increase the Laurel Highlands lead to 5 at 9-4. 3:51 left here in the opening quarter. High on the right there. Richards feeling the pressure. Works out of it over to James Wessling. Wessling up top. Pretty move in the lane. Couldn't finish. Good defense there from Nico Johns. Ball loose and somehow kept alive there by Baldwin. Three. Cochran spun out. And the ball still deflected around. Gets in there looking for the save. But we'll go to Laurel Highlands. Brandon Davis was able to keep it inbounds in front of the Laurel Highlands bench. It come cross court near side across to Rod, who leans and draws the foul there on Evan Lavelle. That'll be the second team foul against Baldwin. Steve, who was the first called on?
The first foul?
Yes.
Cochran.
So one on Cochran, one on Lavelle. And two free throws here for Rod, who will make the first of two. So Gallagher now 2 of 3 at the free throw line. The Laurel Highlands lead up to 10-4. Near the 3:21 mark of the opening quarter. Makes the second as well. So Rod 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The Laurel Highlands lead at 7, leading 11-4. Connor gets it back across, coming baseline far side, leaning on Johns. Couldn't finish, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. So Connor gets an honorable mention all section a year ago, averaging 9 points again, gets his first 2 of the season there. And Baldwin back to within 5 of Laurel Highlands at 11-6. And they force a turnover, intercepting the pass there, Evan Lavelle. Up to Nathan Richards. Richards a little ball fake, pulling it back out again to James Wessling, working right of the lane, got blocked. Now it's Chambers on the block. Bouncing it forward, Keandre near side, Brandon Davis. Davis leaning, got too deep, got it back and put it up and in. Brandon Davis, his first 2 of the season, and the Mustang lead back up to 7 at 13-6 here at the 2:30 mark of the opening quarter. So a good start from Laurel Highlands. Bounce pass for Baldwin down to Gitson. Had it stripped away from Chambers, who's playing well early on, Steve, and draws the foul.
Yeah, good defense. That's a couple of blocks by Chambers down there on Gitson. He's done a good job. Gitson got one of those and had a putback for a bucket, but that time Chambers got the foul, and that one was on Lavelle. That's his second.
Gitson's going to check out. They're going to bring in Owen Hutchinson, a 6'3 senior forward. They're going to stick with Lavelle out there, Steve, or do they sub him out too? Looks like Lavelle is out of the game as well for Baldwin. 3 from Keandre reined in. And what a start for Keandre to Shields. Has 9 opening quarter points, 9 of the 16 for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs lead by 10 at 16-6 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. Kicked in the corner, looking for an answer back 3. No good there from Chad Cochran. Backside rebound, Keandre. Brought across to Rod. Rod far wing and in. Kicks it in the near corner. Brandon Davis spots up the 3. No good underneath. Rebound brought down by Owen Hutchinson, and he'll draw the foul there on Nico Johns.
Nico trying to stick his nose in there and get that rebound. Just got there a little late, put his hand in. And
they're having some clock issues, Steve. They're actually running that clock past the whistle. I think they're going to try to reset it now.
It looks like Jaden Pratt's going to check in.
That was the first foul of the game committed by Laurel Highlands. And 3 so far on Baldwin, 2 on Lavelle, 1 on Cochran. And Jordan Brophy also checking in on the Baldwin side. He triggered it in. On the near side, Nate Richards back to Brophy. Now Richards again. Brophy, one of the top players for Baldwin, off their bench. On the near wing, James Wessling. Switching back there with Hutchinson. Now back between the circles, Nathan Richards. And Baldwin. A little bit of trouble here, Steve, facing a double-digit deficit here in the opening quarter. Richards, a little ball fake, spins inside, will turn and shoot off the mark. Loose ball rebound underneath, picked up by Brandon Davis. Outlet to Gallagher, who will lay it up and in. 5 for Gallagher. Timeout, Baldwin will take one as well. 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. 18-6 Laurel Highlands. We're back in 60 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Back here at Baldwin High School, good start for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. A 12-point lead over Baldwin at 18-6. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subert. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Fighting Highlanders with the basketball, working right to left as we describe it. Far wing, quick three on the way. No good there from James Wessling. Offensive rebound down low. Hutchinson missed on the putback, but a foul call. They got Joey Chambers there, Steve.
Yeah, they could have called on a couple of the Mustangs there. A lot of jockeying around for the basketball, but Chambers' good hustle prevented the easy layup, and they're going to force him to earn it at the line.
Hutchinson, a 6'3" senior forward, averaged 4 points a game a season ago. First of 2 free throws here up on the way and no good. Kind of a hard luck roll there as that one rattled out. Now Hutchinson for a second and 2. Again, Baldwin 6-13 a season ago, playing in 6A. They were 2-4 in section play. Just played limited section games due to some COVID issues. And Hutchinson makes the second free throw. So the Fighting Highlanders back to within 11 of Laurel Highlands at 18-7. 43 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Gallagher and Brandon Davis play catch. Rod brings it back across and over to Brandon on the far side. A little ball fake. Back to Rod. Set in the corner to Joey Chambers. Chambers back to Rod again. Those two play catch, and Joe's going to put up the three and make the three. How about that? Chambers showing some range, Steve. He has 5 opening quarter points, and the Mustangs a 14-point lead over Baldwin at 21-7.
Firing all. There's another steal.
Brandon Davis with the intercept. Coming back in the corner, Gallagher for a 3. Off the mark there. Offensive rebound, Jaden Pratt trying to lean in. Lost the handle, so good to see Pratt in the game off the Mustang bench, and a little push call there on the baseline.
That'll be on Pratt.
Blue foul, number 4.
Our own Gary Frankhauser checking in tonight as well.
We got a little one of our Mustang football players to my left over here, Caleb Glebus, was we called his name quite a bit.
Yes.
He's running the camera for the Mustangs, rooting on his fellow teammates.
And time will expire before the shot that was made by Nathan Richards.
Yeah, but they're not going to count it. So
after 1 quarter of play, it's 21-7. Laurel Highlands over Baldwin. We're back with a second and 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Thurby, and Thurby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce that we have been awarded Ford Motor Company's highest honors, the One Ford Elite Award and the Ford President's Award. One Ford Elite rewards the best of the best and is the #1 dealer in customer satisfaction from all the Ford President's Award recipients. In order to achieve this award, dealers must exceed customer expectations every day and achieve the highest levels of performance. The pursuit of excellence requires passion, tenacity, and hard work in both sales and service in the automotive industry. The Thurby family and our employees have earned the President's Award 18 times and would like to thank our customers for scoring us the highest in the Pittsburgh region for customer satisfaction. Remember, victory is achieved each time a customer translates into a lifelong relationship, and that's a celebration of excellence. Please stop by and visit us at Thurby's Riverside Ford and experience the difference.
Brian Morozak and Steve Subert back here at Baldwin High School. Start of the second quarter. Laurel Highlands a 21-7 lead over Baldwin. Mustangs being paced so far by Keandre DeShields, who has 9. And Baldwin spread out the scoring with Cochran, Wessling, and Gitson all having 2 apiece. Owen Hutchinson contributing a point from the free throw line. And the Mustangs getting right back to it here, Steve.
Looks like a football score at 21-7 at the end of the first quarter.
3 touchdowns from Laurel Highlands. Here's Keandre looking for another 3, and a field goal made there from the outside. And Keandre already in double figures with 12. His second made 3. Averaged 11.6 points a game a season ago, and reining in another 3 there to increase the lead to 24-7.
Well, wow, if he can shoot like that and Davis can shoot like that, and you throw in Chambers, that's a pretty pretty tough thing for opponents to worry about, especially then you got to worry about Gallagher running by everybody, and it's going to be really a nice year for the Mustangs if they can shoot like that.
Driving on the inside, drawing the foul there, James Westling. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. That could be the second on Pratt. We'll wait and see.
Blue foul number 1.
No, they got Keandre.
2 shots.
That'll be his first, team 4th. And James Westling, a pair of free throws upcoming here for Baldwin. Westling is first of 2 on the way in good. So 3 points tonight for James. Now Westling for his second. On the way in good again. So Westling with 4 for Baldwin. It's a 24-9 lead for Laurel Highlands. 7:18 left before halftime. There's Gallagher, edge of the zone. Barking out of play, being watched there by Nathan Richards. Floats it over to Brandon Davis. Spins on the baseline, try to hand off there to Pratt, who tried to slam it home and got partially blocked going up and hit the deck. And out of the pack with the basketball, Nathan Richards for Baldwin. Up to Westling and back to Richards again. Pratt might be in a little bit of pain out there, Steve. That one might have hurt.
Well, he's on the top of the zone. Looks like
Westling for 3, hits it. That'll get the crowd going a little bit for Baldwin. Westling with 7, fighting Highlanders back to within 12 of Laurel Highlands at 24-12. 6:30 left before halftime. Here's Davis over to Gallagher on the far wing. Back to Brandon. Touches off over to Pratt. Long 2. No good off the back iron. Down low, Connor Gitson, the rebound there for Baldwin. Off to Nathan Richardson across. Picked up there by Brandon Davis. Richards working off to his left. Straddling the near end line. Resetting back up top again to James Westling. Back to Richards again. Richards looking for room. Nice move around Chambers. Touched it off to Lavelle. Turned it over. Here's Davis coming back, and Brandon Davis leans. Gets the basket to go and 1. Brandon Davis now with 4, can make it 5 here at the free throw line, and the Laurel Highlands lead back up to 14 at 26-12, 5:51 left before halftime.
It's a second foul on Cochran.
4th, check that 5th team foul on the Fighting Highlanders, and Davis caps off the 3-point play with a made free throw. 27-12, the Laurel Highlands lead. Mustangs opened up the season, preseason number 2 in 5A, behind Newcastle in most publications. Of course, Newcastle, last year's champs, knocked the Mustangs out of the WPIAL playoffs in the semifinals as James Westling draws another foul there on the runner right of the lane. He'll have 2 free throws here for Baldwin. Fighting Highlanders down 15 at 27-12.
That's a second on Pratt.
That's the one bugaboo, Steve, on Jaden. Did have some issues picking up foul trouble a season ago. The Mustangs were able to platoon him a little bit. Might not have that option this year. First of 2 free throws made there from Westling, who's 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Well, they started Johns, so you got to figure maybe they're trying to get him.
Yeah, it might be actually Johns and Pratt on the platoon this year. Second of 2 free throws. Good again from Westling.
Johns looked good out there in the first.
He did.
4 or 5 minutes he was in.
Both Johns and Chambers really have improved in the offseason, Steve, at least my initial observations after watching the Mustangs scrimmage on Tuesday against Morgantown in the first half so far here today. Missing on a 3 there, Brandon Davis. Underneath, the rebound brought down by Nathan Richards for Baldwin. Richards across here on the near side. Richards left to the lane, a little fadeaway, no good. Gitson trying to tip it in, couldn't get it to go. And Pratt the rebound, and the Mustangs numbers coming back, a 3-on-1 alley-oop, and the slam from Keandre. And that was pretty, Steve.
Yep, good pass by Davis. Kind of, they were looking at each other. A little showtime.
That got the Mustang fans that are here off their seats. And the lead at 15. 4:47 left before halftime. Evan Lavelle playing catch there with Richards back on the outside and drawing the foul on the three was Cochran. And they'll get Davis on the foul. Might have been a little bit of an acting job there from Cochran, but he earned it. Three free throws now for Cochran. First personal on Brandon Davis. And he'll make the first of three. 3 points now for Cochran. Second of three free throws on the way and good again for Chad. Anthony Cherico getting his first action of the night, replacing Evan Lavelle, who had two personals on the Baldwin side. Third of three free throws, spinning in for Chad Cochran. So Cochran money at the foul line. In fact, Baldwin shot free throws well here early on. Steve, I have him unofficially 8 of 9. And they're back to within 12 of Laurel Highlands at 29-17. Chambers near corner, bouncing it back to Keandre. Now Gallagher again on the far side. Here's Gallagher, far wing it in. Nice bounce pass. Davis comes free and lays it up and in. Brandon Davis, 5 here in the second, 7 for the game. Mustangs lead back up to 14 at 31-17 with 4:08 left before halftime and a timeout on the court. Timeout Laurel Highlands will take one as well. 4:08 left before halftime. 14-point lead for Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Tonight.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Mustangs a little pressure here after the timeout. Nathan Richards trying to bounce it across. Ball deflected out of bounds. It will be Laurel Highlands basketball. They forced the turnovers. Chad Cochran couldn't bring it in there, Steve.
Yep, just rolled along the ground right to the student section. Sitting underneath the bench to our left.
Mustangs in a good spot. 14-point lead, up 31-17. 3:48 left before the halftime break. Gallagher touching it off. Pratt outside Brandon Davis. 3 no good. Davis trying to get his own rebound. Ball loose on the court. A little scrum for it. Fighting Highlanders find it on his knees. James Westling. And a timeout taken here by the Baldwin bench. With 3:34 left before halftime. Mustangs up 31-17. We're back at 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Tonight.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at $10,000 per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Mustangs back in the press again after a timeout. It was a heads-up, though, timeout there, Steve, from the Fighting Highlanders. Trying to get that in before the jump ball was called. And here's Joseph Carr off the bench. Nice feed off to Gitson. It was the finish there on the near block. Second field goal of the night for Gitson. He has 4. Fighting Highlanders back to within 12 at 31-19. 3:09 left before halftime. Here's Gallagher between the circles. Floats it off to his left to Brandon Davis. Back to Rod up top, touching it off to Nico Johns in the corner. Joe Chambers, ball fake, comes baseline. Couldn't finish. Johns going for the offensive rebound. Had it deflected away and found there by Joseph Carr on the outlet, coming forward and getting the basket in one, Anthony Cherico. First two of the game off the bench for Cherico. And Baldwin, Steve, look out, they're back to within 10, down 31-21. With a free throw upcoming here for Cherico.
Fouls on the Shields. And
his second.
Yeah, they put on there on the board his first, but that should be his second.
Cherico missed the free throw. The Mustangs with the rebound. It'll be Brandon Davis bringing it back across. 2:38 left before halftime. Baldwin a little surge. Back to within 10. Let's see if the Mustangs can fend them off. Here's Brandon Davis losing the handle. Nice save, though, from Joey Chambers. They'll get Nate Richards there on the reach-in. Trying to knock the loose ball away.
White foul number.
That'll be the first on Nate. Team foul number 6. So Laurel Highlands will shoot the 1-and-1 on the next foul here in the first half. Gallagher again up top. Johns was trying to set up the screen. Goes over to Keandre. Back over to Rodney, high on the left. Rod kicks it in the near corner now to Brandon Davis. Davis right of the lane, and they'll get him for the travel.
Just kind of dragged his left foot a little bit there. Just kind of skipped.
It'll be Anthony Cherico to trigger it in. Over to Nathan Richards. Richards out of his own zone. Brandon Davis picking him up. Both players wearing number 3 for their respective teams. A little touch there from Cherico. Far corner, a baseline drive from Carr. Kicks it out. 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no good there. Westling. Offensive rebound brought back down. Cherico draws the foul going back up. Shot attempt no good, but Cherico head back to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Should be on.
Now check that, Steve. That's going to be Carr, not Cherico there on the backside. 10, not 1. Nonetheless, 2 free throws upcoming here for the Fighting Highlanders.
Fouls on Johns.
His second, first of 2 free throws made there from Joseph Carr. That's Carr's first point of the night. And the Fighting Highlanders back to within 9, down 31-22. Baldwin has spread around the scoring, and they'll get another made free throw here from Carr to pull to within 8. 1:43 left before halftime. Mustangs now looking for an answer. Davis over to Gallagher. Back over to Brandon on the far side. Good adjustments from Baldwin head coach Jeff Ackerman, and now Gallagher between defenders draws another foul. Shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Mentioned Coach Ackerman has a pretty good track record, Steve. Had a lot of success both at Moon and at Pine Richland, and now trying to turn around this Baldwin program. And Rodney makes his first of 2 free throws. That's his first second quarter points. Scored 5 in the opening quarter. So far 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Second of 2 free throws from Rod, no good. And an offensive rebound brought down by Keandre. Missed on the shot attempt going back up. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands and out. And back over to Baldwin. So the Mustangs lead at 9 at 32-23. 1:22 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands a little pressure in the backcourt. Here's Joseph Carr. Sending it forward there, James Westling for 3 off the mark. Ball loose and tracked down there by Nick Petrilli. Back in over to Westling, baseline drive, couldn't get it to go. Jaden Pratt, the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Up to Gallagher and across. Rod long 2 near wing, a lot of contact. Look at the late foul call. I don't know if it's going to be on the outside though. Might be underneath as Nico Johns was knocked down going for the rebound.
White foul number 13.
They get the foul call there on Petrilli. Brophy back into the game as well for Baldwin. Rod took one up high, Steve. Now this foul was called down low, and Nico Johns will shoot a 1-and-1. Second on Nick Petrilli. And Johns did not attempt a free throw last year in a varsity game for Laurel Highlands. Looking for his first point of the season here, no good, missing the front end of a 1-and-1, and Baldwin pulls down the rebound. Here's Richards in the backcourt. Trying to bounce it forward and losing it out of bounds there, Anthony Cherico. And the Mustangs will get it back with 47 seconds left before halftime, up 9. You doing all right over there, Steve? Been a little quiet tonight.
No, I'm all right. I'm okay.
We're up in the top row of the bleachers here at Baldwin High School. As nice as this gym is here, Steve, they really don't have a broadcast location per se.
Well, they got all that room over there by the score table. They could put a table there easily, but apparently they wanted to stick us up here in the rafters.
Gallagher for 3, no good off the front iron. Battle for the loose ball, rebound on the far side. And we're going to have a foul call. We'll go on Baldwin's Nathan. No, check that. Go on Petrilli or Richards. We'll go on Petrilli. That'll be his third. And Keandre will shoot a 1-and-1. He was 65% from the free throw line a season ago. 34 of 57. Front end of a 1-and-1 here, no good. So Laurel Highlands on consecutive trips, Steve, to the foul line, missing on the front end of 1-and-1s. We'll have a little backcourt pressure here on Richards, trying to force a turnover. Got out of it, forward there to Brophy, who got blocked on the shot attempt there by Jaden Pratt. And then Baldwin trying to stay with it. They turn it over. I believe that's Pratt's first block of the night. And Keandre DeShields will trigger it in here for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs a 9-point lead, 11 seconds left before halftime. And they'll roll it in here to Rodney Gallagher. Across court near side, Brandon Davis coming baseline. A little tiptoe in the finish for Brandon Davis. So Davis with 9, and Baldwin unable to get a shot away as time expires here at halftime. 34-23 Mustangs. We're back to recap the first half scoring for you in a moment. Here in the Hospital Studios, Laurel Highlands, a 34-23 halftime lead over the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Steve, have to give a shout out to our good buddy Big George watching our game down in Delaware again tonight. Also have to welcome a new sponsor for our high school sports broadcast, the George Dental Offices. Dr. Michael George. Have to thank Dr. George and his staff for coming aboard for the high school basketball season, Steve.
I just got the old teeth cleaned the other day. I was just down there to see Dr. George. He's doing well down there. Nice to have him as a sponsor.
Now 34-23, Baldwin able to make up a little bit of the early deficit they sustained. They were down 24-7, Steve, but they rallied back down 11 as we start the third quarter.
Yeah, they rallied and got back in it, and the Mustangs, got off to such a hot shooting start. I mean, it'd be great if they could shoot like that all the time. No one can shoot like that all the time. Maybe Steph Curry, but DeShields was just on fire. And Davis, was pretty good in that second quarter as well. But the Mustangs got a lot of guys that can fire from outside, and if it's going to be hard to contain all of them in one night. But they did pretty good to start, and they still held on for a 34-23 halftime lead.
Baldwin working left to right as we describe it here to start the second half, and a quick deflection out of bounds as James Wessling feeling a little backside pressure there from Keandre DeShields. Wessling and Baldwin will stay with it as Wessling will trigger it in front of the Fighting Highlanders bench. He'll bounce it into Nathan Richards, watched there by Joey Chambers. Richards lost the dribble, sends it off to his right. A little juggle and a regain there from Cochran. He has Gallagher on him. Now Richards again up top for the Fighting Highlanders. A little pivot there. Now Keandre comes over defensively. They'll send it down low to Gitson, who drives. Couldn't finish. Good defense there from Nico Johns. And the Mustangs on it, coming back. Floater coming forward. And Keandre the finish, the assist to Rodney Gallagher. And the Mustangs back up 13. Quick whistle. What do we got here, Steve?
Foul on Davis.
After the make.
Delay of game. Oh, so it's just delay of game.
Delay of game, no foul issued. So the basket good from Keandre. He has 16. Again, Gallagher picked up the assist, and Davis close to another steal there. Richards trying to stay with it. Ball was kicked, and Baldwin will keep possession here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
I don't know if it was kicked so much as it was thrown off of Gallagher's foot, but either way, the official blows the whistle.
Yeah, that was the call, whether that occurred as we described it or not. Nonetheless, Baldwin stays with it. And Chambers all over Evan Lavelle.
Mustangs overplaying defensively. They're either going to get beat on the back door or they're going to get a steal and a dunk.
They've been aggressive.
Yeah.
You can try some new things here. An opening game of the season, non-conference game, and you have a little wiggle room with a 13-point lead here early on.
Well, they got athletes out there. They got some kids that can run.
Well, double team put on there on Westling. Will kick in the corner. 3 on the way, was halfway down, but came out for Chad Cochran, and a foul calling off the rebound here on Baldwin. I think they're going to get Gitson.
No, I think that's going to be on.
White foul, number 14.
Right,
Westling.
14, yep. Westling. Gitson came over and talked to the official. He was unhappy about something.
Yeah, he thought he got fouled earlier, but that was definitely Westling.
And Rod will bring it back across. Picked up defensively there by Cochran. Plays catch with Davis. Gets it back again here between the circles. Rod off to his left. Davis comes baseline. Double team. Pulls it out in front. And Johnson able to finish. Long rebound deflected back to Keandre. Down to Davis leaning and drawing another foul for Laurel Highlands. Baldwin thought they had good defense there, Steve. Referees saw it another way.
That's a third on Lavelle.
White foul, number 12.
There'll be a shooting foul, and Davis back to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2. Scored 9 first half points. Mustangs 21 in the opening quarter. Cooled down a little bit in the second quarter with 13. First of 2 free throws, no good here for Brandon Davis. Carr and Brophy back into the game for the Fighting Highlanders. Now Keandre for a second free throw. It's up on the way and good for Keandre to Shields. No, check that, Brandon Davis. Brandon Davis. I don't know what I'm talking about there, Steve. Yeah. Brandon Davis with the make. He has 10. Sorry to confuse you. And Davis back on it there with the steal. Coming forward, Rod leaning and scoring. Rodney Gallagher now with 8. And Gallagher now, Steve, up to 928 career points. Likely see him go over 1,000 for his career here before the holiday break.
It's going to be on Chambers most likely. It is.
15.
I was looking at all those points that Keandre has amassed here so far in this game, scoring 16, leading the way for Laurel Highlands. Davis, after hitting the second free throw, has 10. 39-23, the lead for the Mustangs. Here's Nate Richards with the 3 for Baldwin, off the mark. Rebound tipped around a couple of times before Keandre controls there for Laurel Highlands. Breaking back, Keandre going coast to coast with the finish. So now 18 here for Keandre to Shields. And the lead back up to 18 at 41-23. 5:25 left here in the third. And Baldwin might want to think about taking a timeout here soon, but Gitson comes in the inside and gets a quick 2, and now we'll have a timeout. With 5:17 left here in the third, and was a technical call there too, Steve?
I was writing down the score. I didn't see it, but looked like they were just giving a 30-second timeout.
We'll take a timeout and then be back. 5:17 left here in the third, 41-25 Mustangs. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And Steve, as we come back to Baldwin High School, it was a technical foul called on the Mustangs' Nico Johns. That'll be his third, and Baldwin will shoot 2 free throws and have the basketball, but they're down 16 at 41-25 with 5:17 left here in the third.
I did not see what he did, and he might not have done anything other than verbally, so we just don't know. But either way, you didn't get much argument from Coach Hogger or from Nico.
Nico, a fiery competitor out there, as Westling makes the first of 2 free throws, member of the Laurel Highlands soccer team.
Nico is?
Yes, he is. Second of 2 free throws. Good there from Wessling. So Wessling into double figures with 11. I mentioned he was second team all-section a season ago. And now the Fighting Highlanders back to within 14 at 41-27, trying to make a game of it here in the second half. And they have the basketball back after that technical foul. Nathan Richards being watched there by Brandon Davis. Lost the dribble. Gets Advent over to Brophy. Could be a big possession here for Baldwin trying to cut into this Mustang lead. Far side Brophy again in the corner to Gitson, trying to work here on Pratt. A lot of contact, nothing called. Set near side. Richards, long two, good. Nathan Richards, his first 2 of the game, has the Fighting Highlanders back to within 12. A look out here. Brandon Davis on the drive and a quick answer back. Davis 3 here in the third, 12 for the game. Mustangs back up 14 at 43-29. 4:39 left here in the third. Mustangs, a little full court pressure again. Broken across, near side. That's Jordan Brophy, lost the dribble. Kicks it out, ball fake. Richards now backs out with Davis watching him. Little touch there from Wessling. On the hole, trying to come inside and threw it right to Keandre DeShields. And Keandre comes back and gets the basket in one. So another coast-to-coast make there, Steve, for Laurel Highlands. Keandre 6 here in the third, 20 for the game. In a lead at 45-29 with 4:13 left here in the third quarter.
Officials talking to Gallagher and to DeShields. I think he's telling them to calm down a little bit of the extra chatter.
Foul was the second personal on James Wessling. Third team foul of the half, and the free throw made there by Keandre, who now has 21. Pacing the way for both Laurel Highlands and also has the game high total at this juncture of the game. Richards, a nice move coming forward. Long 2 up top, no good there from Richards. Battle for the loose ball, rebound. Keandre finds it again. Numbers coming back for Laurel Highlands. Touch to Davis, back to Keandre, trying to slam it home. Missed the dunk. Davis stays with it underneath and draws another foul going up. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming here for Brandon Davis. They got Brophy on the foul, his first. Team 4th. 2 free throws now for Brandon Davis. Davis 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. First of 2 here, good for Brandon. Lead at 18 at 47-29.
It's 13 now for Davis.
Second of 2 free throws, good again from Brandon Davis. Mustangs not showing much rust, Steve. They played pretty solid from the start tonight. And they'll battle Peters Township tomorrow. Richards from the foul line, jumper good. Nate Richards 4 third quarter points. Baldwin back to within 17, down 48-31. Gallagher in the corner, Davis, a little ball fake. Resets up top, back to Ron, coming baseline, near side, goes strong, he hits the basket and 1. Rodney Gallagher, 4 here in the third, 10 for the game. Can add another one here at the free throw line. 48-31 Laurel Highlands. 5th team foul of the second half on the Fighting Highlanders. 3rd personal on James Wessling. And the free throw on the way, but no good there from Gallagher. It's been a little hot and cold from the foul line tonight. And if you missed the news yesterday, Rod declaring that he's going to play Division I college football, will not pursue a college basketball career. 3 there on the miss from Wessling. A jump ball called there off the rebound. No, we have a foul. It's going to go on Gallagher. That'll be his first. Team 3rd of the second half. Lead now at 19, 50-31, 3:03 left here in the third. We'll try to send it into the backcourt. Davis with pressure forces the steal and lays it up and in. Brandon Davis, 7 here in the third, 16 for the game. You talked about, Steve, the aggressive defense, and there you go again. It's a quick score for Brandon Davis.
Yep, just too much pressure. Mustangs very quick and athletic.
And their pressure is going to give a lot of teams problems this season. That high-paced attack. Joseph Carr going cross-court far side. 3 on the way, reining it in. James Wessling. Wessling with 5 here in the third, 14 for the game, 52-34 Mustangs. 2:25 left here in the third. Baseline Pratt, a lot of contact, and a charge call there on Jaden Pratt. His third personal. Fourth team foul of the second half on the Mustangs. Will go the other way.
Coach Hogger shaking his head in disapproval of that call.
Nate Richards back across here for Baldwin on the switch up top. Wessling almost lost the handle, stays with a little hop step, and a charge call there on Wessling. You got one going the other way.
Yeah. Might have been a little bit of a makeup call there. I think that should be the second, or that's the fourth.
Fourth on Wessling. He's their leading returning scorer. Again, averaged 15 points a game a season ago. The Fighting Highlanders down 18. Pratt from the foul line gets it to go. Getting the roll there, Jaden Pratt. His first 2 of the game, Steve.
Yep.
Came off the bench tonight. Here's Richards, double teamed. Bounces it forward there to Wessling. Coming baseline, Hutchinson on the drive and the finish. Owen Hutchinson, his first field goal of the night, made a free throw back in the opening quarter, has 3. 54-36 Laurel Highlands with 1:27 left here in the third. Now Gallagher, a little talk with Keandre in the backcourt, sends it off to Davis, long 3, spinning in for Brandon Davis. So Davis now with 10 here in the third, 19 for the game, and the lead up to 21 at 57-36, and almost a steal there from Keandre. Baldwin stays with it, coming baseline, hard contact. They'll get Chambers for the foul there on Joseph Carr.
Chambers was not going to give up the layup or dunk attempt, and he came in there. And
Gary Frankhauser, Steve says to tell you there's no such thing as a former official as a makeup call.
well, that's what he says.
Joseph Carr makes his first of 2 free throws. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And Blaze Krisner seeing his first action of the night. 5'10 junior guard. Second of 2 free throws. Good again from Joseph Carr. Of course, Blaze's dad, Steve, still coaching up at Geibel. His son playing here at Laurel Highlands. Another 3 from Brandon Davis. This one bouncing out. Brought back across here by Nathan Richards. That was a fun Geibel playoff game we did a year ago. Remember that, Steve, against the Western Beaver? Coming right down to the wire. Hope the Gators have another successful season as well, along with all of our local teams. Here's Cherico. Might have been a walk, not call. Kept alive there to Nathan Richards, spinning off a Krisner, coming forward, a little ball fake floater in the lane, no good, but drew the foul. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Keandre was the player down in the lane on the Laurel Highlands side, but they're going to post a foul on Krisner.
I was going to say they couldn't have called that on the Shields because he was sitting there waiting about as long as you could possibly wait to take that charge, but they get Krisner before.
Trying to clean up a little moisture on the courts.
Another makeup call, probably.
Really trying to get Gary all riled up tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, he gets all worked up.
21.6 left here in the third. First of 2 free throws good for Nathan Richards. Richards with 5 third quarter points. 57-39. And Laurel Highlands in action tomorrow against Peters Township. Airtime 1 o'clock for our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 1:30 opening tip-off. And a busy week next week. We'll get to that schedule in just a moment. Richards makes another free throw. He has 6 third quarter points. Baldwin back to within 17 at 57-40. 15 seconds left here in the third. Davis back over to Gallagher. Here's Rod right of the lane, driving, putting it off the glass and in. Rodney Gallagher, 6 here in the third, 12 for the game, down to 2 seconds left in the quarter, and Baldwin unable to get a shot away here to end the third. So after 3, it's Laurel Highlands 59, Baldwin 40. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
Back here at Baldwin High School for the fourth quarter, Laurel Highlands outscoring Baldwin 25-17 in the third to take a 59-40 lead. Laurel Highlands led 21-7 after one and 34-23 at halftime. Jaden Pratt will send it in here for the Mustangs to start the fourth. A floater into Rodney Gallagher. Mentioned a lot of hoops coming your way next week. We'll have 5 games for you here on WMBS. Monday, Uniontown at Thomas Jefferson. Tuesday, Uniontown at Albert Gallatin. Mustangs return to action Thursday, home against Greensburg-Salem. Rod missing there off the back iron, no good. Friday, the Red Raiders back in action for their home opener. And then Saturday, Uniontown travels to Connellsville. The Mustangs only 1 game next week. Uniontown will play 4. And there's the three made from the corner, Evan Lavelle. His first points of the night come from outside the arc. And Baldwin back to within 16 of Laurel Highlands at 59-43. Opening minute of this fourth quarter. There's Brandon Davis high on the right. Of course, all of our broadcasts this year live streamed on the WMBS Facebook page. Again, thank all the folks who are tuning in tonight. Davis driving, missing the shot, but drawing the foul. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. And our video stream sponsors tonight, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and the Somerset Trust Company.
2 shots.
2 free throws upcoming here for Brandon Davis. Steve, Uniontown not playing during the opening weekend. Again, their opener will be Monday against Thomas Jefferson as Brandon Davis makes the first of 2 free throws. And they have a couple of talented freshmen, and Notorious Grooms and Calvin Winfrey. As Davis misses the second free throw. And Billy Dice, who I was driving up with, Steve, Billy, one of the junior high coaches for Uniontown, tells me expect big things out of the 2 Uniontown freshmen this year.
Well, those are 2 names we recognize.
Yes, Grooms and Winfrey. A lot of talented Red Raiders named Winfrey throughout the years. And, of course, you had Grooms that was pretty solid for Uniontown a couple of seasons ago as well. Gitson missing the front end of a 1-and-1. Ball going out of bounds. It'll go over to Laurel Highlands. 6:39 left here in regulation. 60-43. Here's Gallagher in the backcourt. Cochran a little pressure. Rod plays catch there with Brandon Davis. Davis across here on the near side. Going down there was Wessling. Laurel Highlands stays with it as Jaden Pratt sends it home. Big time dunk there from Pratt on the near block. Laurel Highlands goes up 19 at 62-43. Wessling back on the other side, gets the basket and 1.
Going to be a foul on Chambers.
7th team foul against Laurel Highlands. Waiting to see who that's posted on.
It's got to be Chambers. Wow.
Called it on Keandre. And the free throw, no good there from Wessling. Keep it alive, offensive rebound and raining in the 3. Wessling got it back. Nailed the 3. He has 17 tonight. So 62-48. 6 minutes left in regulation. Gallagher to Pratt. Pulled back. Davis Contact down low. We play on. Gallagher floater right in the lane. Good. Rodney Gallagher with 14 tonight. His first 2 here in the fourth. 62-48. Little give and go coming back here for Baldwin. Baseline jumper from 10. Good from Richards. Nathan Richards now with 8. 64-50. 5:35 left here in the fourth. Chambers threw it over his shoulder and back to Brandon Davis. Cross court near the side to Gallagher. Mustangs might slow it down now with a 14-point lead. And 5:25 to play. No, they won't. Quick shot up top. Keandre, no good. Tip back out and controlled. There from Cochran. Brought across on the far side. Good movement forward. Another long 2. No good. Lavelle. Offensive rebound. Gitson looking to reload again. Out to Richards. That's going to be a 3, and it's good. Nathan Richards with 5 here in the fourth. 11 for the game. Don't go away yet. 64-53 Laurel Highlands. Baldwin back to within 11. Timeout on the court. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you.
5:06 left in regulation. Steve, I think we got our first red face of the season from Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. He was not happy with that sequence. 5:06 to play, and Baldwin back to within 11 of Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, pretty good run by the Highlanders to try to get back in this game, but still down 11.
Here's Keandre working here on Gitson. A little turn and shoot, and it's good for Keandre to shield his first 2 of the fourth quarter, but he scored 23 tonight and a lead back up to 13. At 66-53, and Davis with a steal, a little contact. Ball loose in the backcourt, tracked down by Keandre. Keandre coming baseline near side, pretty move in the finish. So Laurel Highlands, a nice little answer back, Steve, after the timeout. 4 quick points, and they're back up 15 at 68-53. Long 3, Richards, out the front of the rim, no good. Pratt going for the rebound, deflected out of bounds, went off of Pratt's head and out. So we'll stay with Baldwin here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
It's an interesting call there. I thought actually it might have went off Gitson's head.
Work back in, quick 3 in the corner, no good there from Cochran. Laurel Highlands the rebound, outlet pass forward. Keandre tiptoes the baseline but threw it right to Baldwin's Evan Lavelle. Now finding Highlanders back across. Wessling coming far baseline, resets to the wing, lost the dribble, goes inside, Gitson back out to Wessling, and now Nathan Richards. Richards high on the left, works off to his right. Gitson sets the screen, then gets it back down the lane, kicked in the corner. 3 on the way, a little bit short there from Wessling, and the rebound goes right to Keandre to shield. So the Mustangs can settle it back down. They lead by 15 at 68-53. 3:44 left in regulation. Gallagher back across. Picked up again by Wessling, barking out of play. Sends it off to Keandre, and from the near elbow, Keandre drains another one. So Keandre, 6 here in the fourth. He scored 27 so far tonight. Lead at 70-53. Here's Richards on the far wing. He's in trouble, gets out of it. Rotates back up top, Wessling. 3:10 to play. It's go time here for Baldwin. Cherico. Touch from Lavelle, near side Richards. Now Wessling again, long 2, no good. Far block, miss going back up there from Lavelle. And Joey Chambers out of the pack with it there for Laurel Highlands. Chambers has given the Mustangs good minutes tonight, Steve. For a kid that really didn't see a lot of varsity action a season ago.
Yeah, he's been playing well.
Here's Gallagher again, try to bounce a little no-look pass off to Pratt, and Jaden a little gimpy coming back as Baldwin with the intercept. Here's Richards trying to come free off the Gitson screen, sending it off to Wessling down at 2:18 to play. Baldwin down 17 with a basketball. Richards up top. They're going to call a foul here on Gallagher. Didn't like the call, so it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Gitson.
Wow. That's a little touchy there, isn't it? I mean, that's just.
Check that 1-and-1 for Richards.
And I think Richards just kind of leaned in. Gallagher, who was playing some pretty good defense, has his hands kind of clasped kind of together, holding his hands together behind his back, so he's not reaching.
I was surprised that was called. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good there from Richards. Offensive rebound tracked down by Hutchinson. Reloads back between defenders. Floater no good there. Carr, a nice offensive rebound to keep it alive back to Hutchinson, who's going to get fouled here in the corner. Both Keandre and Chambers there.
I think he's going to call it on Chambers.
Chambers, 5 first-half points, has not scored here in the second half. 2 minutes left in regulation. Hutchinson with 2 free throws upcoming here. That was the 10th team foul committed by Laurel Highlands and the 4th personal on Chambers. And it should be a 2-shot situation as Hutchinson misses the first. Players went after the rebound, but Hutchinson will get another free throw. Laurel Highlands 4 timeouts remaining. Baldwin down to their final.
33,
Nico Johns back in. Jaden Pratt will take a seat. Now Hutchinson for a second free throw. Soft out the front of the rim and no good. Goes out of bounds but off of Laurel Highlands, so the Fighting Highlanders retain possession. Joseph Carr will trigger it back in. 1:59 to play. Carr needs to hurry. Bounces in here to Hutchinson. A little ball fake. Back to Nathan Richards. Watched by Gallagher. Works off to his left. Nice little switch up top there with Wessling. Back to Hutchinson coming near baseline. Hard contact and a blocking foul. Call there on Nico Johns. He got run over.
Blue foul number 33.
I guess they're saying he was late to the ball there, Steve?
Well, he was trying to, shore up that baseline and not let the defender get to the hoop, and he might have got there a tad late, but I thought he was pretty. That was pretty good defense by Johns.
Hutchinson misses his first of 2. He's missed 3 straight at the foul line. Now Hutchinson for a second of 2. On the way, and he banked that one in. Did he call it? Has 4. 70-54. Davis back to Gallagher. Works around Carr, up to Johns, back to Rod, and the call is here out of bounds off of Carr. Will be Laurel Highlands basketball here in the Baldwin zone with 1:37 left here in the 4th. Set in the backcourt again to Gallagher. Watched here by Wessling.
Mustangs only with 11 points here in this 4th quarter.
And Rod coming free, has a seam, takes it. Missed on the drive, hit the deck. He'll pop back up as Joseph Carr brings it back across. Carr fired it, looking there for Gitson. They weren't on the same page. Ball goes out of bounds and back over to Laurel Highlands. 1:15 to play, and the Mustangs starting to clear their bench. A.J. Sumter checking in. Called his name a lot, Steve, during the football season.
Yes, we did.
Another big body for Laurel Highlands. Keandre along 2 far side, no good. Rebound going to James Wessling for Baldwin. Will bounce it off to Nathan Richards here on the near side. 58 seconds left here in regulation. Richards up top. Defense comes over and a foul called here on Laurel Highlands. The 2 free throws for Richards with 52 seconds left in this game.
Blue number 3. Richards will shoot 2.
And we're back tomorrow. Laurel Highlands at Peters Township. 7 o'clock's Browse Insurance Group pregame show. 7:30 opening tip-off. First of 2 free throws good from Richards. See the Mustangs getting some support from back at home. Mayor of Uniontown, Bill Gerke, here tonight, along with longtime official observer John McCune. Mr. Gerke doesn't miss too many games, does he, Steve?
No.
Free throw good there from Richards. 70-56. 48 seconds left in regulation. Crowd starting to make its way out. Gallagher sending it forward. A touch there from Keandre back to Rod. Mustangs playing four corners here, 35 seconds left. Rod edge of the zone, trying to spin off of James Wessling.
Scoreboard went off.
Trying to close up shop a little early, Steve. They're trying to get out of here.
These people behind them are walking out of the gym, and somebody unplugged the
scoreboard. 70-56. They've lost probably everything down there.
Yeah, that one guy's pretty upset about it.
It's people not paying attention. How many times does that happen to us at different locations?
There we go.
Around the years, having our power interrupted.
Well, there's 28 seconds left.
It's going to come back on now, and you might not see our score hub actually come back on. That usually takes a little while to reboot, and it's right back down at the main scorer's table. But you might not see the final 28 seconds actually tick off the clock. So they got power restored. And they'll trigger it in here on the near side. It'll be Joe Chambers to work it in. He'll send it in the backcourt there to Gallagher. He's double teamed. Comes here on the near side. Baldwin getting a little aggressive defensively, and we'll get a foul called here on James Wessling. Our score hub did come back, Steve, surprisingly. It survived the power outage.
Wessling fouls out with 14 points.
Actually, have him for 17 tonight, Steve. Hit that three in the fourth quarter at 14.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. 17.
After three, so a good night for Mr. Wessling. Surprised we didn't see his younger brother talking to Baldwin head coach Jeff Ackerman. He said we'd see a lot of Nathan Wessling tonight as well. We've not seen the freshman. Gallagher at the foul line. First of two here, good. Now 15 tonight for Rodney Gallagher. The Mustangs overall, Steve, have to be pleased with this opening game. Second of two free throws, good again for Rod. He has 16. 72-56. Couple of late changes here. Jordan Brophy works it in here on the near side to Joseph Carr. He'll pull it out. Three on the way. Off the mark there from Nathan Richards. And a jump ball called on the far side with 9.8 left. Be Baldwin's basketball here off the arrow. Anthony Cherico will send it in. Over to Joseph Carr. Good ball movement to Hutchinson out in front. Touch from Brophy. 3 seconds left. Over to Richards. Three at the buzzer. No good from Richards, and that'll do it. Laurel Highlands a 72-56 win over Baldwin tonight. Stay tuned for our post-game show being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next here on WMBS, Facebook Live, and the Trib Live High School